From the city beautiful, Chicago, Illinois, Comcast Sportsnet presents White Sox baseball. It's Paul Konerko, Alejandro Diaza, Diane Viciedo and the Sox as they get set to butt heads with Joe Mauer and Ron Gardenhire's Minnesota Twins. Hi, everybody, and welcome. With Steve Stone, I'm Ken Harrelson as we get set to bring you Game 2 of this three-game set. In the opener last night, Mark Buehrle was just awesome, as usual. He went 7 2/3, giving up just 4 hits. Sox won that ball game 3-0. So the Sox now 67-65. 5 games back of the Tigers, but only 4 back in the loss column. Tigers taking on Kansas City as we speak. But tonight for us, out on that bump, Zach Stewart.
Zach Stewart last time out against the Angels wasn't all that good. However, the numbers are deceiving because he was forced to throw an extra inning to save the bullpen. That's why he gave up the 7 runs. But the first time he faced Minnesota in Minneapolis, he threw very well against them and actually beat them. Both of these pitchers, respectively, 1-0 against the opposition. So he goes to the mound hoping for a big effort tonight, having to keep the ball down because the wind is going to be a-swirling tonight. And Anthony Swarzak goes to the mound for Minnesota. He's 3-4 this year. His ERA, pretty respectable, a little over 3.5. And so he was a guy who was supposed to pitch a couple of days ago but had to work out of the bullpen. He's a fastball pitcher. He's got the ball in the low 90s, and hopefully will be equal to the task because our youngsters are getting the job done. Early in the season, it was all Minnesota. Lately, it's been all Sox. Let's win the second game of the series.
All right, sit back, relax, and strap it down. White Sox baseball coming your way.
Zach Stewart can be as effective as Mark Burley was last night. So let's take a look at how Ron Gardner is going to line up his Twins. Ben Revere to lead it off. Trevor Plouffe is hitting second. Mauer is back in the lineup. Then Kadire, Kubel, Hughes, Tassoni, Rivera, and Nishioka playing shortstop and hitting ninth. The Degree defensive setup, and how they're going to line up behind Zach Stewart. It's Pierre, Rios, and Diaza left to right with Morel, Ramirez, Beckham, and Paul Konerko, his second game defensively at first base. Tyler Flowers gets a nod behind the plate, and the Lexus Pursuing Perfection starting pitcher is Zach Stewart. Last time out against the Angels was a tough one for him. This is his 7th start, his 9th game. He's 1-3. The ERA 4.76, and as you can see, 52 hits in 39 2/3 innings, so he gets the ball around the plate, but many times he's a little wild in the strike zone. So as they throw the ball around the infield, and as the wind continues to swirl at the ballpark, Ben Revere strides to the plate. We're ready to play baseball, and I'm ready to turn it over to my play-by-play partner, Ken Harrelson.
Hi, Steve. Thank you very much. And once again, good evening, everyone, and welcome to White Sox baseball right here on Comcast Sportsnet. Game 2 of this 3-game set and Game 2 of this brief 3-game homestand. Ben Revere will lead it off. 23-year-old center fielder. Comes in hitting at .256, no homers. He's driven in 20. Revere 1 for 3 last night. In fact, he picked up their first hit, a single in the 3rd inning. And the first pitch of the ball game. Taken low and away.
Morello's playing very close, in on the grass at third base, but Paulie is back at first, not expecting a drag bunt.
And there's the strike, says Mike DeMuro, son of Lou. Lou was a umpire for many years in the American League. And that's a can of corn into left field. So, 1 out. Twins come in hitting at .248 as a club with a 4.52 team ERA. Twins 27-39 on the road, 29-39 at home. And this is the 13th meeting of the year between these two clubs. We started off 0-6 against this Minnesota team earlier this year. It's now 5-7, Minnesota on top. Trevor Plouffe playing second base tonight. He was in left field last evening and misplayed a ball that led to our first run. Fouls that back.
Well, Plouffe is an infielder by trade, and it's not surprising that he did misplay a ball, but with all the injuries that Ron Gardner has had, he said he just had to mix and match. He never knows who's going to be available when he comes to the park.
Well, talked about it all year. There's a strike. I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen one team lose that many of their starting lineup for this long.
No, it keeps on happening.
There's a bullet right back through the middle.
When I talked to Gardy about his team, he said that Plouffe can really swing the bat. The question is really where they're going to play him most effectively. And so he just keeps moving him around.
Well, this is August 30th. As here's Joe Mauer. This is August 30th, and they've only got 2 guys with 400 or more at bats. Kadire and Valencia.
And Valencia not playing tonight.
Mauer's got 258. He comes in hitting at .287, a homer. He's driven in 25. Mauer has faced Zach 3 times in that game in Minnesota, and he was 0 for 3. But this is unbelievable to have only 2 guys with 400 plus at bats on August 30th.
Mauer was out with a sore neck. Zach's got a very quick move to first base. No dough for a ball and kind of jammed his chest, so he's out.
And that fastball right on by him.
One of the things the Sox did with Mauer when they controlled him fairly well in Minnesota was they kept throwing the ball down, but when they went to get him, they threw it up, right around face high. And he swung at a lot of pitches up and out of the zone.
Well, you're not going to control him as there's a line drive, one fighting the lights, and that's out number 2. You're not going to control him. If there's any way you've got to pitch him, and he will compensate because we've watched it. It's got to be in, underneath the hands. And what you do if that's the case, he makes the adjustment. That's the reason he's one of the best hitters in the game.
It has been for quite some time.
You pitch him away, he's going to kill you. So here's Cuddyer. Mike hitting at 289, 18 homers and 61 knocked in. Has top foul. I don't know how many hitters and pitchers that I've talked to over half a century in this game. I remember having a conversation with Gabby Hartman. Hit the shot in the dark. Hall of Famer. Was a great catcher. And we were talking on the plane when I was at Kansas City. He was a coach there. We had Jimmy Dykes, Luke Appley, and Gabby Hartman as coaches. And I was talking. I said, well, Gabby, what do you do when you get 3 or 4 good hitters in a row coming up there? He said, the better the hitter, the more you got to pitch them inside. Better the hitter, the more you got to pitch them inside. He said, you might not want to do it the first couple of bats, but when they get to a point in that game they can hurt you, you bust them underneath their hands. Ted Williams asked him, I said, what didn't you like about hitting? He said, I didn't like guys that pitched me inside all the time. He gone. After half inning of play, it's the Twins nothing and the good guys coming to bat.
Pierre leading off, and it's Ramirez, Konerko, Rios, Viciedo, Diaza, Tyler Flowers, who's been red hot, along with Morel, and Beckham rounding it out. The degree defensive setup, Tassoni, Rivera, and Kubel left to right, Hughes, Nishioka, Pluth, Cuddyer, and Rivera behind the plate. And the Lexus Pursuing Perfection starting pitcher is Anthony Swarzak. He's 3-4, the ERA 3.62. He has worked out of the bullpen. This is his 6th start. Ron Gardner said that he's done a pretty nice job. He throws a lot of two-seam fastballs. Will throw a curveball. That's his best breaking pitch and second best pitch overall.
And before we show you our picks to click, you at home select yours. There's Juan Pierre hitting at 284. A couple of homers. He's knocked in 40 against the 25-year-old right-hander. He will come right at you. Talking to Bert Blyleven, the Dutchman, one of the newest members of the Hall of Fame. About Swarzak, Beckman said, I like it. So he's a bulldog out there. And there's the new Hall of Famer. 60 shutouts. in his career. There's a chopper, tree hopper, and one out.
Swarzak didn't make it to Minnesota at all last year. He got up in 09, however. 12 starts. He was 3-7, and ERA up over 6 last year. Spent the entire season at Rochester, where he really struggled. He was 5-12 with a 6.21 ERA. So this year, in the major leagues, he's really taken a couple steps forward.
So here's Alexei. First pitch strike. Alexei hitting at .263. 13 homers, 55 knocked in. Sox hitting at .254 as a club with a very fine 3.75 team ERA. And that's up high.
That was Swarzak's attempt at a slider and didn't do a whole lot. Alexei had a great piece of base running last night, scoring from second on an infield single.
There's a chopper 2 hopper. And 2 down. Luke Hughes got him. And
the umpires for the game tonight: Mike DeMuro behind the plate. The crew chief Tim Welke is at first. Andy Fletcher is at second. And Jim Reynolds is at third.
so here's Polly. There are the numbers on Polly: 316, 28, and 88. Goes through that one upstairs.
At the end of 6 innings in Detroit, there's only been 1 hit in the game, that by the Tigers. It's 0-0. And Doug Fister has a perfect game for Detroit against the Kansas City Royals through 6.
Polly 1 for 4 last night, and 1 for 3 lifetime off Swarzak.
The month of August has been very kind to Paul Konerko. The batting average stayed high. Maybe that leg has affected the home runs a bit, but the on-base percentage, .471, running his season on-base percentage to .400.
Three and 1 to count. Rios on deck. And there's ball 4. So unless things change a little bit, unless Alex gets heated up, Paulie's not going to see anything good to hit.
I wouldn't think so.
Especially in the 7th, 8th, and 9th inning in a close ball. Well, the no-hitter and the perfect game is over. Top of the 7th, a double. By Kansas City. There's first pitch strike. Alex Gordon. And that is foul. So the count very quickly, 0-2. Melky Cabrera bunted him over to third. So the 0-2 pitch.
Tried to bust him way up and in, out of the strike zone, off the plate. Alex was able to just stay alive. The Bank of America pitch tracks. You see that fastball bearing in on his hands. And the 3 appears well out of the zone.
That's usually the MO, about probably 75 to 80% of the time. Fastball up and in, slider low and away. And what really upsets the hitter is when you throw one right behind his shoulder and with 2 strikes and then come back with that slider low and away. He did not go.
That ball well off the corner. Alex was able to check his swing.
Kansas City is taking a 1-0 lead, top of the 7th. Pops him up right side. Plouffe makes the call, has the ball. After 1, no score.
Second in the major leagues behind only the Tampa Bay Rays. And only 4 behind them.
So no score, top of the 2nd. It'll be Kubel, Hughes, and Tassoni. Today's 24-year-old Zach Stewart, 6'2", 205, out of Wichita Falls, Texas. Takes first pitch strike.
That was a pretty good pitch. And I'm sure that Tyler is mentioning something to Mike DeMuro. It had the whole plate.
And that's off the facing of the upper deck. Sox will conclude this series tomorrow afternoon. Jake Peavy on the bump against Scott Diamond, southpaw. And that game will be over WGN if you can't make it to the ballpark, as that pitch is fouled away. The count hangs at 2-2.
Good straight change by Stewart. So he's showing him the curveball. He's showing him a pretty good moving fastball. And now he gives him a look at his straight change.
Little three hopper. And lead man gone. So here's Luke Hughes. Breaking ball strike. The young man out of Perth, Australia. One and one to count.
Three breaking balls in a row to Hughes.
Well, Luke Hughes got some good power. Yes, that's hit too short. In fact, he homered in his first major league at bat back on April 28th against Max Scherzer for the Tigers. 2 down, and a reminder, White Sox fantasy camp is January 16th through the 23rd, 2012 in Glendale, Arizona. You can experience a week of playing with former White Sox greats at Camelback Ranch, spring training home of the Sox. First class accommodations provided at the Wigwam Golf Resort and Spa. So for more information, call 312-674-1000 or email fantasycamp@shysox.com. Want to know the count to Rene Tassone. Hitting at 185, 3 homers. He's driven in 13. Got a good pitch to hit right there and couldn't do anything with it.
Zach is working quickly, throwing his breaking ball over the plate, and for the most part, keeping these twin hitters off balance.
And that's foul. Oakland hitting in the top of the 5th, trailing Cleveland 2-1. And there's ball 4. So the first walk by Stewart, and that'll bring up Rene Rivera.
Tassone has yet to steal a bag. He's 0 for 2 in that department. And Rivera takes a good hard swing at everything. He takes the philosophy of if it hits his bat, it's going to go a long way. But he's very susceptible to the breaking ball and the change.
And that is chop foul. And inside. So the count 1-1. Yankees leading Boston 2-0 at Fenway. That's in the top of the 4th.
I told you about Stewart's good move. And he almost picked Tassone off. Yankees come into that game a game and a half in back of Boston. 1 game back in the loss column.
And the count moves to 1-2.
There's a look at the East. With the Rays playing good baseball, but pretty hard to gain any ground on those two top teams.
He gone. After an inning and a half, no score. Crew, Juan Pierre. Steve's going with Piazza, Tom Carter, Nick Palmer, Tony, and all of the great folks down at Knollwood Country Club there in Granger, Indiana. We're going to go with Diane Viciato. So we got a 3-0 shutout last night. Mark Burley, Jesse Crane, and Sergio Santos. We got to keep this good pitching going.
And in this game, when you get an injured ball club, you're allowed to kick them when they're down. And hopefully we can take advantage of what has been a terribly injured Twin team.
Here's Viciato. Takes first pitch strike. Falls inside. Viciato's getting bigger. He must have gone an inch and a half maybe since last year.
Well, he can't get too much wider.
The Tank.
That is a big, strong guy.
Built like a tank. 1-2 the count. Nelson's being called up. He's 4 for 6 with a homer and 4 RBIs. And he just did get a piece of it. Tank's probably got the hardest swing in the American League. There the two hop. High throw. Safe. There'll be an error, the 5th on Luke Hughes.
Danny Valencia being given a night off, and this is an easy play for Hughes, who takes all kinds of time and just airmails it to first. Kadire goes up, cannot get down in time. Tim Welke on the call. Was a good one. And it goes E5.
And that'll bring up Piazza. Bells that one back.
And Alejandro, my pick to quick, along with southpaw. Southpaw told me that his friends, Peter, Aaron, and Abby, will be looking on. And so, a lot of people riding his broad shoulders.
Guys at 319, a couple of homers. He's driven in 10. Ciedo picked up a stolen base last night. He's got a decent lead. Jammed him into left field. And Tassone will get it back in. So 1 out. Here comes Tyler Flowers. Hitting at 281, a couple of homers. He's driven in 9. He was 1 for 2 last night with 2 big RBIs. Got a sacrifice fly and an RBI double. The ball hit hard in the center field, but Rivera's got the bead. And it's out number 2. That'll bring up Brent Morel. Been scuffling the last few days. Hitting at 249, a couple of homers. He's driven in 22. There's a breaking ball strike. And a softly hit to Hopper, Nishioka, and that'll retire the side. We have completed 2 with no runs scored. Anniversary, so check out the hot Labor Day deals at your local Best Buy store. Tsuyoshi Nishioka will lead it off here in the top of the 3rd inning. 0-1-1 for them. No runs, no hits, no errors for us. And that is fouled out of play, right left side, I should say. Nishioka hitting at 221, no homers. He's driven in 19.
He's a switch hitter who is a better hitter from the left side.
Well, right at the cut of the grass at 3rd. and that's down low. Going into the count. Leadoff hitter. Ben Rivera on deck and Trevor Plouffe in the hole. Lined into left field. Pierre's there. Nice catch. One out.
One playing Nishioka exactly how everybody plays him. Fairly shallow and over toward the line. Normally this would be a base hit, but not where Pierre was set up.
Want to know the count. Rivera also went out to Pierre and left. A little spinner strike.
Zach tried to use the backdoor breaking ball, and that one just hooked around the plate.
Well, can't get it. Hurry! Nice. Nice. 2 down.
Well, Lexi knew as soon as this ball got by Brent that he was really going to have to pour it over there. He's got a very strong arm, and he nipped him by a half step at first.
So here's Trevor Plouffe as the only hit of the ball game. That was a solid single right back through the middle. Takes down low. And you can join the Chi Sox mobile group by texting Southpaw to 244-769 for a chance to win a Southpaw appearance for your birthday party, your wedding, or holiday in the winter. Southpaw is available 365 days a year for your special event. Text Southpaw to 244-769 to enter. Two and one to count. And it's full. I mentioned Jake Peavy tomorrow against Scott Diamond. Can't make it to the park. That game over WGN and an off day on Thursday. And then Thursday night we're going over to Detroit. Start that big 3-game weekend series. He gone. 1-2 3 inning. Third strikeout for Stewart. No score.
and 30-plus home runs. You think about that one for a bit. We'll get back to you a little later in the game with the answer.
Gordon Beckham, Juan Pierre, and Alexa Ramirez to face Anthony Swarzak. Gordon, 0 for 2 last night. Takes first pitch strike. Jammed him. And that's out number 1. And a reminder, every White Sox Friday home game is United Flyaway Friday. Each Friday home game, one lucky fan will have a chance to win 2 free round-trip tickets to anywhere in the continental United States at United Airlines Fly. United proud to fly the Chicago White Sox.
It's 5 ground balls Swarzak has thrown in the early going.
Pierre grounded out to second. There's the punt. Very quickly. And a nice pick by Cuddyer. Good play by Rivera, but a beautiful pick by Cuddyer.
I think Juan believed he was going to get a base hit. It took extraordinary efforts by both Rivera and Cuddyer. Juan got this ball out well in front of Rivera, who's got a strong arm, throws it in the dirt. And on the long hop, Cuddyer able to make the play. And here's the look. That's not an easy pick, but he got him, and he was out.
So here's Alexa. He grounded out to Hughes at third. Takes that breaking ball high. Ball a strike, 2 out here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And the count 1-2. Cleveland now leading Oakland 4-1. That game in the bottom of the 6th. Indians still hitting. So this is going to be 6 in a row retired by Anthony Swarzak, and we'll go to the 4th.
Taco Bell. Open 1 a.m. or later.
Top of the fourth inning. Mauer, Cuddyer, and Kubel, the iron, the heart of this Minnesota order. Mauer 0 for 1, lined out. Low line drive to Pierre in left field. Starts him off with a changeup outside. And there's the strike. And the count 1-2. Got a cookie to hit, and he didn't miss it. So Pierre quickly gets to it, gets it back in. And the single, the leadoff single by Mauer.
This ball's at the top of the strike zone. You see on Bank of America pitch tracks. And Mauer with a classic inside-out swing. Gets it down in the corner. Pierre does a nice job of getting it back in and holding Mauer at first and keeping the double play in order for the team's leading double play specialist.
First pitch strike to Cuddyer. He struck out in the first inning.
"16 times Cuddier's grounded into double plays this year.
And there's a base hit to right. So the iron, the heart of this order. We haven't had to face these three guys many times this year in the first 12 games.
Two opposite field hits. The fortunate part about it is that Mauer had to hold up. Otherwise, he's at third base.
So here's Kubel. He grounded out to Beckham. Takes ball one. Kubel, 281 lifetime hitter against us with 20 homers and 71 knocked in and just 263 at bats.
When I talked to Cuddyer about him, he said that with that foot problem, he's still not running 100%.
It's a 3-0 Minnesota lead. So the third, fourth, and fifth place hitters got Zach Stewart. That is number 11 for Kubel.
Driven in runs 49, 50, and 51. He got this ball low. It was in the zone. The Ford home run replay. And just like that, there's some work to do to come back.
That'll bring up Luke Hughes. Takes first pitch strike. Softly hit in the short right center field. Diaz is there. And that's out number one. And a reminder, you can celebrate Paul Konerko's 2,000th career hit with $20 Lower Reserve tickets tomorrow, August 31st. Now, the first 15,000 fans that enter will also receive a commemorative PK2K print in honor of Paul's milestone. So visit WhiteSox.com/PK2K. Sony can't get it. Takes the bunt. Morel playing back. Tassoni drew a walk back in the second inning. 25 years old out of Toronto. And that's out number 2. That'll bring up Rene Rivera, who struck out swinging on a slider. Can't get that one. 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error for them. No runs, no hits, no errors for us. We got plenty of time. Top of the 4th. Softly hit. Back-to-back singles by Mauer. A bomb. 3-run homer by Kubel. The 3.5 it is 3-0 Bad Guys.
+30 home runs, and the answer, Justin Morneau, 3 of them, 06, 07, and 09. And it's been concussions to him, and the remnants of them have really slowed him down and hurt their ball club. They cannot get him out there consistently.
All right, we'll see what the heart of our order can do. Konerko, Rios, and Viciedo against Anthony Swarzak. Outfield about equidistant, slightly to the left, spread out, watch out. He didn't want to do that.
Swarzak only the 3rd guy he's hit all year. While he gets it up and in. For him, that's just the 5th time he's been hit all year. And considering how many pitchers pitch him inside, it's amazing it's only been 5.
Here's Rios. Takes it right there. Alex popped up to Plouffe at second base. And that's low. Now Philip Humber and AJ will begin their rehab assignments tonight down in Charlotte. They'll be playing Norfolk in Norfolk. And that's low. 2-1. Field straight up, spread out for Rios. And the count 2-1. Well, it's really been scuffling. Last 13 games coming into tonight. 9 for 52. Playing behind Connecticut was Kadai, and that's going away. Full count. Ball 4 base hit. And that's foul back. A number tonight down at Norfolk. 5 innings, 7 hits, 4 runs, 4 earned runs, 1 walk, had 5 strikeouts. Viciedo on deck. Off the glove, and everybody's going to be safe. So the first 2 men aboard, and that'll bring up Viciedo.
Well, that's another break, and Hughes is having a tough night. That probably should have been 2. Instead, it's a base hit. 2 on, nobody out.
Viciedo reached on an arrow, throwing arrow by Hughes. Tigers hitting in the bottom of the 8th. Men on first and third, 2 out. Ordonez at the plate. As there's a strike to Viciedo. And that's into right field. Crawley just going to give him a little token beak. So out number 1. And here comes Diaza. Alejandro went out to left field his first trip. On Alejandro. Last 11 games. Hitting at 366. In fact, the last 21 games hitting at 355. Takes low ball 1.
Nice stop by Rivera. He doesn't make that. 2 runners move up into scoring position.
And Ordonez gets a base hit to tie the game at 1.
Talked to Alejandro before the game, and I said, how'd you get put on waivers? the way you can play this game, and he said he broke his leg, didn't know it was broken, played on it for 13 games. Then on a wet night, stepped on first base. It actually probably displaced the fracture. They found out it was broken. Didn't think he'd be able to play again. Put him on waivers, and here he is. Very productive member of this team.
Takes first pitch strike. 1-1 to count. Not first, but second pitch strike. A ball is striking out. That's up high.
First 3 innings, Swarzak did not use a whole lot of pitches, but here in the fourth so far, he's working a lot harder. High changeup, and it was a strike.
And it evens the count at 2. 3, 4, and 1 for them. 0-1 and 0 for us if you're just tuning in here in the bottom of the fourth. A 3-run homer this inning by Jason Kubel. Shanks that one. The count hangs at 2-2 with Flowers on deck. That ball hit hard. Stretch, catch. It will. You can. Put it on the board. He is. Number 3 for De Aza in this game is tied at 3. Mercy.
Alejandro's now driven in 13. And no sooner does Minnesota strike for a 3-run homer than De Aza with a Ford home run replay, a fastball, inner portion, line drive, gone, and tied.
Well, if Viciedo doesn't get you, then De Aza will. As here's Flowers. He lined out to center field, hit a humpback line drive out there. It's hard to do to center field, but he did it. The Charlotte connection. And that is high into center field. Revere now circling the wagons. Makes the catch, route number 2. Of course, with that home run by De Aza, the Alex Nelius family will donate $100 to White Sox charities for every Sox homer hit throughout the course of the season. That is number 128, so $12,800 donated by Alex Nelius in loving memory of Ursula. And there's a base hit by Beckham. Attaboy, Gordon. Let's check that Morel. And that'll bring up Beckham. So Brent getting his first hit of the series. He's now 1 for 5. Gordon grounded out to Luke Hughes at third. 7th home run that Swarzak has thrown. Did not check it up. A ball, a strike, and 2 out. Back up the middle, right to the bag, and that'll do it, but not before. Alejandro De Aza banks out his 3rd homer. A 3-run shot. We go to the 5th, tied at 3. As we get set to go to the top of the 5th inning. 2 3-run homers. One by Kubel, one by De Aza. Takes a bunt, takes a breaking ball strike. Does Nishioka. He lined out a low line drive to Pierre and left. And the count very quickly. 0-2. Bottom of the 5th at Fenway. 4-2 Yankees. Sabathia on the mound. And that's trouble.
Yeah, there's no reason to throw that one. With Nishioka running from the left side. The only thing Alexei could do is get himself in trouble. Catches this ball in the hole. He's got tremendous range. So ranging far to his right, but knowing that Nishioka can run, just hold on to it.
That'll bring up the center fielder, Ben Revere. Takes his first pitch strike. Yankee game, Sabathia on the bump for them. Lackey on the hill for the Carmines. Pierre. One out. After that off day on Thursday, we will Take on the Tigers at Comerica Park. In the opener, Johnny Danks against Justin Verlander. That game right here on Comcast Sportsnet. On Saturday, Gavin Floyd against Brad Penny, and that game will be over Fox. On Sunday, that big 3-game set, Mark Burley against Max Scherzer, and that game will be Sunday night over ESPN.
Nice stop by Tyler Flowers on a breaking ball in the dirt. Plouffe showed bunt. Got down, had the ball hit right in the middle of his chest protector and bounced right in front of it.
Plouffe has single hard back through the middle and struck out.
Here's where you have to be careful. This guy has some surprising pop in his bat. He's very much in a hitter's count.
And there's the strike.
Good breaking ball and fastball count. Usually will freeze a hitter, and he did.
There he goes. And that pitch is fouled back. Gardner trying to get something going. Ron Gardner. He's never had a season like this where he's had anywhere near this many injuries.
Now, he told me before the game, he was sitting there and he goes, I've got to walk in. I have to wait for my trainer to walk in and tell me who I have and who I don't on a nightly basis. So we've had injuries before, but nothing resembling this one.
Not even close. Not even close. There he goes. And so, 2 men on.
And the Twins have been known as a very good second half team. But this year, they just don't have the players to be that kind of team. Last year, they were unbelievable. You can see in 09, pretty good. Fair in 08. 07 wasn't great. 06, outstanding. As was 03 and 02. So second part of the year normally belongs to the Twins, but when you don't have the players, I don't care how good a manager you are or how good an organization you have, you are going to lose.
Tigers, Miguel Cabrera leading off the bottom of the ninth in a 1-1 tie with Kansas City. As there's first pitch strike to Mauer. He is lined hard to left to Pierre, and he singled starting off last inning and started off that 3-run fourth. And that's trouble. So the walk, Plouffe, now the wild pitch, and Stewart in trouble.
This is the second wild pitch of the year, his first with the Sox. This breaking ball lands in front of the plate, hops over Flowers' shoulder. 2 men move up. One of baseball's best hitters with runners in scoring position.
Well, you got the team's leading double play man on deck. You got first base open. You can try letting him get himself out.
Joey Votto, Albert Pujols, Joe Mauer third with Ichiro and Todd Helton. Pretty select company. Hitting with runners in scoring position.
And you got first base open. You don't have to give him anything to hit. Meanwhile, it's a 5-3. Wow.
No, I think that was just a thought process that might not have been the best. I mean, you can still pitch to him, but make sure the ball's out of the zone. If he wants to get himself out, you can invite him to do that. But as you can see by Bank of America pitch tracks, this ball has the inner portion of the plate, and Mauer doesn't usually miss that.
It's just like burning money. That's all it is, just like burning money. So here's Cuddyer. They're going to wave Mauer around. And nobody tells Alexy what to do. They still get him.
Well, he popped up off the bag. He looked like he was safe at first, then popped up off the bag.
So another run crosses the plate, and it's 6-3.
Alex gets it to Alexy, and he popped up off the bag. Probably got a little piece of Beckham. Oh, he got his foot. He never got to the bag.
Good call by Andy Fletcher. Well, the thing bad about that play is nobody let him know what to do, though. So, anyway, Stewart departs, and we'll be back.
Owen comes into this one 0-3 ERA, just over 4 runs for the 46th time. He inherits the bases empty, but there's a 3-run deficit as Stewart was tagged for 6 runs on 7 hits in 4 2/3 innings.
And here's what he did last inning after Mauer led it off with a single, and then Cuddyer backed it up with a single. The damage is done. First base open. Let him hit. He doubles in a pair. They lead it 6-3. Vaughn is 0 for 2. Grounded to second. And on the bunt, it's thrown out. 2-3. Takes first pitch strike.
Juan Pierre over the last month and a half, covering 46 games, hitting .328. With that batting average up over the 280s at this point. 283 as a matter of fact.
The 0-2 pitch. Tried to rush that one by him upstairs. Cleveland now leading Oakland 6-1. Top of the 8th at Progressive Field. One down.
Follow all of tonight's stats and info in real time with White Sox In-Game Live only on CSNChicago.com. Brought to you by The Great Escape.
So here's Alexei. He's grounded to third and going out to center. Takes first pitch strike. One and two the count. And that's high. Outfield straight up, spread out about equidistant. It's out. And a reminder, Camarena Tequila and the Sox are teaming up. One lucky fan and a guest will be chosen to escape the cold Chicago winter with an all-expense paid trip to Glendale, Arizona to take the field at the White Sox Fantasy Camp. The camp runs January 16th through the 23rd, 2012. As there's a shot base hit. Alexei now is going to pull up as Kubel quickly gets to it, gets it back in. So the one-out single, and that'll bring up Konerko. You can visit a participating Chicagoland Spirits retailer to get your entry form. Entries must be postmarked by November 18th. That would be a great gift right there. You and one guest to take the field at the White Sox Fantasy Camp, January 16th through the 23rd. So here's Konerko. He has walked. Then last inning was hit by a pitch. That started off the 3-run fourth, highlighted by that 3-run homer by Alejandro De Aza. Takes that pitch downstairs. Tigers have 2 on, 2 out, bottom of the 9th. And we have a 2-0 count to Parley, and now Rivera wants to go out.
Last couple of innings, Swarzak, who coasted through the first 3, having some problems. This is a guy making only his 6th start. As you look at Rick Anderson, the pitching coach, keeping a close eye on, does not want to go to the bullpen near this early. We did get 7 innings out of Slowey last night, and what for him was his best performance of the year.
There's a shot, base hit down into the corner, so Alexei makes the turn. Now he's being waved around. Here's the throw to plate, safe. Paulie at second. It's a 6-4 ball game. Yes. For Paulie, RBI number 89.
You got a fastball that tailed back right over the middle of the plate. Back down the line, past the diving Hughes, as it got hung up in the corner. No chance at all to get Ramirez at the plate. And that throw airmailed everybody. Swarzak was back where he should be, backing up.
So Rios will be the hitter. He's 1 for 2, had an infield single on what could have been a double play ball. Six, 7-0 for them, 4-5-0 for us. So we have 1 out, 1 on in scoring position. Don't stop now, boys. Come on, Alex. You gotta bristle up, buddy. We need you. There's a little fly ball. Could be trouble. Well, it'll fall. So now Paulie is being held, and a good thing he was by Jeff Cox. So runners at the corners, and that'll bring up Viciato.
That's a hanging curveball that just stays up over the middle of the plate. Alex doesn't get a whole lot of it, but gets enough to drop it in front of Kubel. No chance at all for Paulie to score, although he gives it the big turn. Beat him out by 30 feet.
So here's Diane. 0 for 2. He reached on an error, and then he went out to right field. And takes first pitch strike right there.
Bullpen up and going for the first time for the Twins.
Throw it away.
Alex Burnett throwing in the bullpen. And he hit him.
And that'll load him up for Diaza. And
here's our Xfinity high-speed action replay. The last time Alejandro was up, it was 3-0 at the time, and that made it 3-3. And the Sox threatening to come back once again. After falling behind by 3, they've narrowed it to 2. And the runners are in place for Alejandro.
Sox packed. 1 out. Takes it up. He did go, says Jim Reynolds.
Could have gone either way. Went the Twins' way.
Count evens at 1. Tyler Flowers on deck. Konerko at third. Rios at second. Viciedo at first. So 1-2 the count. That'll cinch it up, hunker down right here, Alejandro. LG Skyline Club seats. Fired in there. Outfield to the left. Big gap out there in right center if he can find it. Now Rivera and Swarzak trying to sort this problem out. And a 1-2 pitch. Down ball. Go to second, throws it away. That's going to score a pair, and this game is tied at 6. Yeah.
It's going to go as 1 run batted in for Diaza and E3. So no sooner do the Sox give up the lead than they tie it back up again.
So Gardenhire out. That will be all for Swarzak as he will depart. And we'll be back.
Alex Burnett is 2-5 this year. ERA just over 5.25, on for the 57th time. He inherits Sox at first and second in a game tied at 6. One very costly error on Michael Cuddyer.
So here's Tyler Flowers. Twice he has gone out to center field, once on a line shot and the other just missed him. Burnett, who can rush it up there. Blocked nicely by Rivera. Burnett, 24 years old, 6 feet tall, 221 pounds, out of Westminster, California. Checks it up. And the catbird seat goes to Tyler Flowers. Extra innings in Detroit. That one at 94. A 6-6 tie, 6-7-2 for them. 6-6-0 for our guys. And the count 3-1. All 4 base hit. He got it. And fouls it off. All 4 base hit. Jacks it up, and that'll load him up. And it'll bring up Morel. Grant is 1 for 2, had a single last inning. Outfield, they're short. And takes it right there. Short and center. And swung around to the right. Oh and 2. Now you got to bow your neck. Come on, Grant. Big strikeout. 2 down. And now it's up to Gordon. Gordon has grounded to third, and he's grounded to short. Good check. Gotta make him get it down, Gordon. Come on. checks it up and fouls it into one of the suites.
Mahara's loosening up in the bullpen. This inning stays alive for Juan Pierre.
Big pitch right here, the 1-1. He just threw that one right by him at 95.
Gordon's had some pretty good luck with the bases loaded as Jason Frazier loosens in our pen.
And they hit him. He didn't want to do that. Then the Sox take a 7-6 lead as Viciero will cross home plate. Yes.
That's the third Sox hitter the Twins have hit tonight, and that's RBI number 35. And the go-ahead run scores. I think that Ron Gardner has probably seen enough of Alex Burnett.
So Burnett will depart. Harris comes on. Pierre the hitter, and we'll be back.
Is the left-handed Majerus. Jose Majerus on for the 48th time. The ERA up close to 5, and he inherits the bases loaded, already down a run.
And here's one. He started this inning off with a strikeout as that breaking ball misses. And there's the strike. Outfield short, Brown to the left. And that breaking ball grabs a strike. Now one in a big hole. Going to score one. Here comes Tyler. Here's a throw, and they got him. Good throw by Rene Tassone, but the Sox come up with 6 runs. 5 runs took that, and we lead it 8-6. Chicago Tribune Live, White Sox Tigers, Friday at 6 only on Comcast Sportsnet, fans' best friend.
14 runs scored the last 2 innings combined. Unfortunately, the Sox have 8 of them. So Jason Frazier comes in the game. On for the 57th time. The record even at 3s, the ERA 3.5. And he inherits a 2-run lead.
Luke Hughes, the third baseman, Rene Tassone, and Rene Rivera here in the top of the 6th inning. A big error last inning. Throwing error by Mike Cuddyer. And the Sox took advantage of it. So here's Hughes. He's grounded to short, and he's popped up to right. Takes first pitch strike. And the count 0-2.
Chris Sale losing in the bullpen.
And the count 1-2. 6-7-2 for them. 8-7-0 for us. So 2-2. Take him right here. You don't want to go full.
Well, we know we've got to win this one.
And a full count.
Cleveland and Detroit have already won.
Well, we got a good start. Yeah, that pitch is popped up. Come back. Come back in
trying
here.
to.
Not quite enough.
Standings up to the minute. Indians and our Sox with an identical record. Tigers lead by 5.5. Pending the outcome of this one.
And the payoff pitch. And another souvenir. And a reminder, you can visit the official online shop of the White Sox. Browse the largest selection of official gear, including the latest apparel, nostalgic memorabilia, and authentic classics for the whole family. WhiteSox.com. And once again, the payoff. Had him 0-2 and walks the leadoff hitter. Here in the 6th inning. So here's Tassone. He has walked and he has grounded to short. Takes first pitch strike. $21,632. And that's hit right at Rios. That's a hang whooping for Tassone. So here's Rene Rivera, the catcher. A strikeout and a ground out to short.
Here's
first pitch strike.
Our AT&T UVerse multi-view. You can get a center field shot from the back of Jason Frazier. You can look down the third base line in case Rivera does pull it. And you get a shot at Hughes leading off at first. Rivera's been trying to go out and around just about everything. Consequently pulling most everything.
And the count evens at 1. Boy, you look at this Twins disabled list. Nishioka, Slower, Mauer, Delman Young, Jim Thome, Jason Repto, Jose Majerus, Glenn Perkins, Kevin Slower, Joe Nathan, Liriano, Thome, Kubel, Span, Morneau, Young, Baker, Casilla, Baker, Repto, Casilla, Span, Blackburn, and Liriano. Can he get there? Yes. So 2 out.
The Twins lost 3 starters in the span of about a week and a half. That was just recent. Baker, Blackburn, and Liriano all went on the DL. And Doug McGarty, there's no telling when they're coming back.
So here's Nishioka. He's 1 for 2 with a run scored. Started off that 3-run fifth with a base hit. Eight-6 Sox lead it here in the top of the 6th with 2 out, 1 on. And a breaking ball strike. Just tuning in, the 3-run homer by Jason Kubel in the 4th inning. Then in the bottom of the 4th, a 3-run homer by Alejandro De Aza. Twins put 3 on the board. In the top of the 5th, Sox came right back with 5 in the bottom of the 5th. There's a shank right there. Watch out. Paulie, a good shift. Kept his. Come on. Good play by Konerko. And we'll go to the bottom of the 6th. For the night ahead. Chicago Tribune Live presented by Captain Morgan. Weeknights at 5:30 on Comcast Sportsnet, fans' best friend. Alexi, start us off right here like you did last inning. Started us off with a 1-out single. And Konerko doubled him in. 26-year-old right-hander, Secco. Southpaw. Harris out of Caracas. 6 feet tall, 230 pounds. And there's a base hit. That a boy, Alexi.
Well, the Harris has come in and faced 2 hitters, and they've both had base hits. That fastball, not even a strike, but Alexi's right on top of the plate, so for him, coverage out there is no big problem. And he drives it into right field.
And here's Paulie. Paulie has walked, was hit by a pitch. Doubled, scored 2, knocked in 1. And takes it right there at 91. Harris overall against us has been effective. In his career, 1-1 with a 2.13 ERA. And that is hit hard, but Revere makes a nice adjustment right there, reaches up and hauls it in. That's a hang Wolfram for Konerko.
First time they've retired Paulie tonight. He's one of the 3 of the Sox to be hit. And a walk and a double to go with it, and the bullpen up and going again. It's Dumitre and Olivares. Olivares the right-hander, Dumitre the left-hander.
Want to know the count to Rios. Alex had an infield single, and then he had a little duck snort single. 2 for 3. Out and around that one. And that's foul, says Mike DeMuro. That's his call. So 1-1 to count. Two and 1 to count. And that ball hit hard in the right field, right at Kubel. So Harris not fooling anybody.
You know, we've seen a whole lot better stuff from him than we've seen tonight.
So here's Viciedo. Reached on an arrow, went out to right, and then he was hit by a pitch. Guys have been hit more than any other team in the league.
Looks like the rain is starting to fall.
Time is called. And there's strike 1. Breaking ball low. That's the very slight, almost a missed. That bruise, and there's another strike. So 1-2 the count for Dynamo. There he goes. And there's a pop-up. Kubel a long way to come. And he can't get there. And here's the throw to the plate. They're going to get Rios easy. So that'll retire the side. Have a little Heart palpitation. Didn't work. We'll go to the 7th, leading by 2. From Chuck and Bill. Let's go live to Ozzy's post-game remarks. Don't miss Galaxy White Sox post-game live immediately following the game on Comcast Sportsnet, fans' best friend. So it looked for a second like Alexei was going to be able to score, but Kubel took his time, made a perfect throw to get him at the plate.
Chris Sale comes into the game at 2-1. The ERA 2.61 on for the 49th time. Got a 2-run lead to protect. He's got the top of the order to deal with.
Revere, Plouffe, and Mauer. Outfield about equidistant, spread out slightly to the left. Revere 0 for 3. Twice he's gone out to left, and once he has grounded to short. First pitch fastball, strike at 97. Big sweeper.
You only get one bobble with Revere running.
It'll be the 14th error.
You don't field it cleanly, you're done.
And here's Plouffe. A single, a strikeout, a walk, and a run scored. First pitch strike. And the count evens at 1. Yankees leading Boston 5-2, top of the 8th at Fenway. Gets away, so
Probably going to be a pass ball.
Revere moves into second.
And it is charge a pass ball. Sweeping slider. It gets away from Flowers.
And a reminder, you can celebrate Paul Konerko's 2000 career hit with $20 lower reserve tickets tomorrow. First 15,000 fans that enter the ballpark will also receive a commemorative PK2K print in honor of Paul's milestone. So visit whitesox.com/PK2K. Two and two the count. He gone. Chase ball 3. So here's Mauer. He is lined hard to left. He is singled hard to left, and he is doubled hard into right center. A double coming from in on second, third. First base open. Back in the 5th inning. Knocking in a pair. Ladder strike. And that one hangs inside. One and one account with one down here in the top of the 7th. With Cuddyer on deck. There he goes. And that's back through the middle. Good play, Beckham. Beautiful. That strong arm of Gordon Beckham ranging hard to his right. 2 down.
Fortunately, those hamstrings have shortened up a touch on Joe Mauer, and that's on the third base side of second. He gets his throw off and gets him by a good step and a half.
Well, here's Cuddyer. He's 2 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI. One and one account for the 32-year-old veteran. And there's a strike. And the 1-2. He goes backdoor. Grabs some bench. 7th inning stretch. Sox lead at 8-6. Bottom of the 7th inning. Alejandro De Aza, Flowers, and Morel.
Rain coming down a little more insistently now.
Yeah, it is. Well, that's what they forecast. De Aza made a real nice defensive play, plus a 3-run homer that tied the game at 3 back in the 4th inning. After Kubel had unloaded on one for the 3 spot in the top of the 4th. And there's the strike. So the count 2-1. That's outside. Don't help him out. 3-1 the count. Just put some more points on that board. Taking all the way. And that's foul back. Eight runs on 9 hits, 1 error for our guys. 6 runs, 7 hits, 2 errors. One of them really big for their guys.
There's some folks prepared, reading the weather forecast.
Big sweeper. Ball 4. So the dreaded leadoff walk. And here comes Gardy. Gardy, one of the best in the business. So that'll be all from Harris as he'll depart. And we'll be back. On their flat screen HD TVs and enjoy great Miller Beer features. Hooters.
And our Honda call to the pen is Lester Olivares. Olivares with Minnesota on for the 3rd time, an ERA of 13.5 overall. On for the 12th time with an ERA of over 7.5.
Almost threw it away. threw a little dart there, a little slider on the outside corner.
He came over from Detroit in the Delman Young deal. He was a player to be named later.
Oh, there's that America. Three years old. Looks like he's about 17 or 18. And that's off the plate. Tyler Twice has gone out to center field once very hard and once very high. And he also walked. And he was thrown out on a beautiful peg by Tassone, the left fielder. It was in the 5th inning. So Kubel and Tassone have thrown out Flowers and Ramirez at the plate. Eight-6 good guys. Bottom of the 7th inning. And the count 3-1. That one at 92. And a full count. Light him up right here, Howard. Short and quick. There he goes. There's a foul tip.
Got to ask the umpire, because you're not going to get any help from Bloof at second.
If you're going to get any help, it's going to be bad help.
So Andy Fletcher said, "Yep, foul ball. You can go back."
And once again, the payoff. There he goes again. And there's a strike him out. And he steals second. So Alejandro picks up his 6th stolen base in 8 attempts.
Throw bounces in front, and Diaza gets there. It's a face full of mitt, and apparently they're sending him back to first.
For what?
It's a good question.
Batter interference.
Would have to be, but wasn't.
I didn't see any. Well, we'll look at it. Right there, show it to us.
Yeah, that's what they say. It's batter's interference. Tyler Flowers. It's on the backswing. Well, no, right there. Might be a little acting job by Rivera.
That ball deep in the right field, hit hard by Morel. So
I think he hit him in the mask on the recoil with the bat.
Well, if I was an umpire, I would have called it interference as well.
Tough to throw when you get hit in the face with the bat. We've had 3 guys hit tonight. Started off with Paulie as he catches one high off the left arm. Another left arm shot to Viciano, and right on the hand of Gordon Beckham.
Yep, 2 of them were hard. 1-0 the count. I didn't see that pose by Tyler right there. And the count 2-0. So he takes the fastball on the outer half. Juan Pierre, the on deck hitter. And there's the base hit. So that interference now is going to jump up and cost us a run. Take him up 1. One's already done that one time. RBI single, last inning. Check that it was in the 5th as he led that inning off with a strikeout and then made his second plate appearance. Outfield very short, swung around to the left, a little bit of a gap out there in right center, and a lot of room between Kubel and the line and right. As that is out of play, and very quickly the count 0-2. And Pierre joins Ron LaFleur, the only players to lead the National League and the American League in stolen bases. Good check. 1-2. Hits that one hard but foul. Right on top of the tarp. And checking a few finals for you. Nasty Nats beat Atlanta 9-2 down in Georgia. Phillies shut out Cincinnati 9-0. At the Great American Ballpark. Marlins shut out the Mets 6-0 up at City Park. Baltimore beats Toronto 6-5 in 10 innings at Oriole Park. And once again the 1-2 pitch. That's up high. Just tuning in tonight here, Detroit in 10 innings beats Kansas City 2-1. And Cleveland over Oakland 6-2 at Progressive Field in Ohio. Watch out. Full count with 2 out. So good speed on the base paths with Diazzi and Beckham. Beckham had that hand injury last year that really set him back. I hope it's not the same thing this time. There they go. And he gets a little Bolingbrook bounce right there. And that'll retire the side. We're into the 8th, still leading 8-6. Babe Santiago. He's a good little player.
Came through in a big way. Can do a lot of things for that team.
Yeah, he's a good little player. He has been against us as well. So here we go. Top of the 8th inning. It'll be Kubel, Hughes, and Tassone, the scheduled hitters, to face Chris Sale. There's that sweeper, the slider.
It can't be too comfortable for a left-hand hitter.
And that one low and away. Could not check it up. So the count 1-2. You get a guy with a slider this big and that quick. There you got one that was hittable. And a guy who throws this hard, you've got to try to beat him on his fastball. And then when he does throw the fastball, I don't care if it's down or up, or you have a tendency to chase it when it's out of the zone. 2-2. Still 5-2 Yankees, bottom of the 8th at Fenway. Kubel 1 for 3 with that 3-run homer. His 11th of the season. He now has 51 RBIs. He gone. He knew it.
All he did was drop his head and realizing that he got no chance for that one. There's 3 strikeouts for Chris. Reminiscent of a big unit. A pitch he called Mr. Snappy. That was his slider that was equally as unhittable. Chris has got a while to go yet before Randy Johnson comparisons, but the slider is pretty good.
Here's Luke Hughes. Takes the fastball, strike at 97. Hughes is grounded to short, popped up to right, and then walked. Pretty good pitch right there. Didn't get it. One out, 1 ball, 2 strikes here in the top of the 8th. He gone. 2 down.
That's 4 strikeouts for Chris. That time he just went to the fastball. And at 97, no chance. Way late.
So here's Jason Repko hitting for Tassone. Repko played last night. Hit the ball hard twice, but he was 0 for 3. And he's got the 2-0 count. Well, it's a big man. If you get this man, then in the 9th, the scheduled hitters would be Rivera, Nishioka, and Revere. And there's a strike. And that ball hit high into center field. It should be a can of corn. It is. And that'll retire the side. With the bottom of the 8th still leading 8-6.
game at 1:10. Then the off day, and it's on to Detroit for a big 3-game series. Then we see these Twins again in Minnesota for a split doubleheader on the 5th in a 4-game series before coming back home and taking on the Indians. So some work to be done, some ground to be gained. First things first, let's take care of business here as Jason Repko stays in the game defensively in left field.
Well, we got the pitching for it. We got some young blood in there to help out this offense. So here's Alexei. He's 2 for 4 with a run scored. Outfield slightly to the right, gap out there, a little gap in left center. 2-0 the count. Ball hit hard. Nice pick right there by you. Good play. 1 out.
Luke Hughes has not had the best of nights at third base, but this is a good play. Quick step to his left, and then the throw right on the mark.
So here's Paulie. Paulie has walked, was hit by a pitch. That started off that 3-run force. And he doubled in Alexei in the 5th. In the 6th, he just hit a rocket into center field, caught by Revere. Takes ball 1. Paulie, 317, 28 homers, and 89 knocked in. And that's a fair ball. Even though the throw was wide, they had time to get it back as Paulie still nursing, but playing on that very sore left leg.
Santos and Kinney. No runs. It will be Santos. A couple of runs. Be Kinney.
Let's get Kinney in there for an inning. Score a couple of 2 out, nobody on runs right here. Rios has popped to second, had an infield single, then a little Ducksnort single, and to right. And lined out to right. One and 2 the count. As he stands up to the dish, he's hitting .215, 8 homers and 32 knocked in. 2 and 2. Out and around that pitch. And a nice inning for Oliveros. We'll go to the 9th. Good guys by 2.
And he'll be backing up Sergio Santos. Sergio at 3-3, the ERA 2.68 out for the 53rd time. He's looking for his 28th save. Picked up save number 27 last night in a 1-2-3 ninth inning. That included one strikeout. So Danny Valencia is going to come on to pinch hit, and he's going to lead off the ninth inning.
Hitting for Rene Rivera, who was 0 for 3 tonight. So if you're just tuning in, we were scoreless until the 4th when Jason Kubel hit a 3-run homer. Then Alejandro Diaz came up in the bottom of the 4th and hit a 3-run homer. Then the Twins came right back with 3 more in the 5th, and we came right back with 5 in the 5th. So an 8-6 Sox lead. Valencia at 252, 14 homers. Going after first pitch, and he's knocked in 61. That's going to be a souvenir right side. Make your plans to be with us tomorrow afternoon for the finale of this 3-game set. Jake Peavy, who's just getting better and better against Scott Diamond. Can't make it. That game will be over WGN. Right there at 97, and to count nothing in 2. Now drop it on.
Yeah, I was going to say, you've just taken the one fastball, you're going to get a real good one to hit. And here comes the slider.
He gone. Dig out. First man down. So here's Nishioka. He's 1 for 3. Got an infield single and a run scored. That started off that 3-run 5th. Morel, even with the bag off the line at third. Outfielder slightly around to the left. And there's ball 1. And there's the strike. After tonight, 29 games remaining. Six with the Tigers. Off balance in the count 1-2.
I don't see too many straight changes at 88, but there was one of them.
It's a graphic example of everything's relative.
When you get a 97, yeah.
Here you go. So you get 2 down.
The disappearing slider. Nishioka deciding not to run.
First pitch strike to Ben Revere. Revere 0 for 4. And the count 0-2. Lake Peavy against Diamond tomorrow. Off day on Thursday, then Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday it'll be Johnny Danks against Justin Verlander. That game right here on Comcast Sportsnet. Saturday, Gavin Floyd against Brad Penny. That game on Fox. Sunday, Mark Burley against Max Scherzer. And that game Sunday night on ESPN. That change up outside and the count 2-2. It's the man you want right here. Full count to Revere. Just a light mist falling now. Watch out. And once again the pitch. So the 2-out walk. And that'll bring up Trevor Plouffe, who is 1 for 3. Couple of strikeouts, hard single, a walk and a run scored. Plouffe got some pop. He's got 6 homers. Can't get that one with Revere. That will not be a stolen base. And that was a close one. Didn't get it. Could have gone either way.
You certainly don't want to get to the next guy. Bank of America pitch tracks.
Ground ball, and that is foul. So 1-2. 2 out. Top of the 9th. 8-6 White Sox.
Just as soon leave him for tomorrow.
Two and two. He gone, and this ball game is over. Sergio Santos comes on and nails it down, picks up his 28th save as the Sox make it 5 in a row, 2 in a row for Minnesota, as they win it 8-6.
For a team that didn't come back very much the first 2/3 of the season, they came back tonight from 3 down once, 3 down twice, and then the bullpen nailed it down with Oman, Fraser, Sale, and Santos putting the finishing touches on a big win.
Well, we didn't have the young blood before. We got it now, and hopefully it will definitely. Talking to some of the guys before the game, they said there's a definite feeling now in that clubhouse, and it started in Seattle, the first game, and then that 3-run homer by Viciedo.
Well, 5 games back, 4 games back in the loss column, and it took 8 tonight, and 8 it was. And then some terrific work out of that bullpen.
And let's check out our GMC player of the game. It is Alejandro Diaz. After we fell behind on that 3-run homer by Jason Kubel, he came right back with his 3rd homer, a 3-run shot. That tied it at 3, and that's our GMC player of the game. And right now, let's go down to field level.
Sarah Kustok here inside the White Sox dugout with Alejandro Diaz. Now, Alejandro, exciting games for fans. You twice come back from a 3-run deficit, but with what's at stake as a player, can you describe the feel of a back-and-forth game like this?
Well, it's an unbelievable feeling. I don't know how to describe that.
You hit a 3-run homer, your 3rd of this season now in 4 years in the big leagues. This year was the first year that you had hit a home run. Have you changed your approach at the plate at all?
No, I didn't change at all. I just try to hit the ball, try to catch the ball in front, and I'm getting successful.
It was taking a while for you guys to get to him. What pitches were you looking for that allowed you to take him out?
I was trying to survive. I was trying to get a pitch so I can hit and see if I can try to bring a run home. But the big thing happened.
Alejandro, you've been up here with the team for about a month now. What has the acclimation been like to be here with the White Sox and in the big leagues?
Well, it's fun, and I'm just happy to be here and try to help the team any way that I can.
All right. Congratulations. Thank you, Alejandro.
Thank you.
All right. Back up to you guys.
All right, Sarah. Sox win at 8-6. So for my partner, Steve Stone, our director, Jim Angio, our producer, Mike Leary, our associate producer, Dave Ross, also our technical manager, Mark Harper. Mark, we hope you're feeling better, buddy. Also the executive producer, Jim Corno Jr., and for the mayor, Mean Joe Groove. And up here in the booth, Mike Meyer, Frank D'Amato, Frank Leone. This is the Hawk. So long, everybody.